was dumping on your property. All right, what happened?
One Saturday in June 2013, I saw him with my own eyes through my property.
Okay.
I was in the second floor. I saw him from the window. I came downstairs and I asked him, "What are you doing?" He was in my property in that corner throwing something.
Okay, what was he throwing? Was it garbage? Was it plants? Was it rocks? What was it? You don't know?
You know, at that time, I didn't pay attention.
Okay, so you run down to talk to him,
Yes.
and where is he when you catch up with him?
In my property.
He's still there. Well, don't you look down and see what he threw?
I just talked to him, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing? And what did he say?
He said, "Oh, I didn't know this was your property." And I said, "Yes, it's mine."
Okay, do you have fences there?
I do. Let me go back a little bit. My neighbor to my right, he mentioned to me, "Pilar, I saw a person coming to your property." I told my son, "Pay attention." And he said, "Yes, Mommy, I saw someone." We didn't know who was. I saw someone in the corner coming,
Did he
doing
video
something.
it?
Say that again?
How old's your son?
25.
And he didn't take his camera out and video it?
No.
His
No.
phone out? Oh, that's what everybody does at 20. Come on. They video the most insignificant thing, and they don't video that. All right, go on.
But he told me, "Mommy, yes." And I said, "Okay." The first thing I do, I was assuming that was my neighbor, this person.
Okay,
Because
let's hold
this
on one second. Let me so I understand where everybody lives and stuff. This is the map that you drew out of where the respective properties are. You live where? Here?
Yes.
So this lower quadrant is your house.
Yes.
And then this is your backdoor neighbor.
Yes.
That's not him.
No.
And then he is here.
Yes.
Does that sound right?
Correct.
So you're like catty corner.
Yes.
Okay. What is this line here? Is that a fence?
That's a wood fence.
Wood fence. Okay. So, and that goes from your garage to what is this?
That's another wood fence.
Wood fence. Okay. What is this here?
This is trees and chicken fence.
Who put the chicken fence there?
The chicken fence was there when I bought the property.
So you don't know. Is that also the property line?
Yes.
Okay, so someone put chicken wire there to delineate the property line, and then you put a wood fence away from the chicken wire, and there's space here, and that's where he's dumping?
Yes.
I wonder why somebody put the wood fence there and didn't just put it like right next to the chicken wire.
Okay, it's impossible to put wood fence over here because
Wood.
of the trees.
Wood.
Wood.
Okay.
Because of the roots of the trees.
Oh, because of the roots of the trees. So they were just trying to stay a little clear from the roots of the trees.
Yes.
All right. So here it's rooty. It's roots, and then according to you, you catch him dumping stuff there.
Yes.
All right, well, what kind of stuff was dumped there?
The things that you can see on top, I have a picture.
Okay.
Pictures.
Okay.
Was a garbage can, was his barrel, was his tool
What
bag
is this?
in
Do
my
you know
property.
what this is in the picture?
It's plastic wrap when you buy stuff to fix your house. And when I talked to him, I said, "I'm sure if I get that plastic bag, I will find evidence of your house." Next day, the plastic bag was gone.
Why didn't you, instead of saying that, why didn't you take the plastic bag and try to find evidence of his house? That would have made more sense.
The first time
Okay, so when you confront him, that day that you run down and you confront him, what does he say to you?
He said, "Yes, I'm going to clean."
Well, what did he say to you about why he was doing it?
He said, "Oh, I didn't know this was your property."
Well,
That
it's
is what he
clearly
said.
not his property. Did he think he had permission to dump it on his neighbor's property? Did he say that?
No.
What's going on? When did you first get confronted by her regarding
she
stuff?
she came to my neighbor house first to ask him to ask him why he's dumping the stuff on her property.
Okay,
And then they both walked behind the garage she wanted to show him something. I didn't go that time. He told me first, and then
Okay, wait, stop. So when do you first hear that someone's
she
accusing you
came
of
to
dumping?
my house.
She came to your house. What
Yes.
about your neighbor?
He told me first that she came to his house
Did your neighbor ever give you permission? If you thought that was your neighbor's property, why were you dumping on his property?
because he told me that I can use his corner. That's on
To
his.
dump stuff?
I didn't dump stuff.
He told you could use his corner to do what?
To keep my tools and the wheelbarrows and
Yeah, but this
whatever.
isn't tools and wheelbarrows. This is a bunch of junk.
But that's not my stuff.
Okay.
She had a
Who
picture.
put this junk there?
I don't know. I never saw that. I have a picture
Do
also.
either of you have an... the other neighbor's not here, right?
No, he wanted
Okay,
to
did
come
either of
back.
you have an affidavit from the neighbor?
No.
Okay.
Can I say something, John?
Yeah.
Before I knew that he was the person, I went to my neighbor because this is the only house that is two-family house. And I thought, oh, someone is renting and they didn't care and they are putting things behind my property. I went to speak
Well, on your property, behind their property.
Yeah, I went to speak when the owner lives in the second floor, and he came to me and showed me the property. Said, "This is not mine."
Okay. And did he say, oh, I let him put his tools there because I thought it was my property?
He never said
Do you
that.
have an affidavit from him saying I let him put his tools there?
No, I didn't ask him. He wanted to come down, but it's too far.
Okay, what's that?
He said that the first time I spoke with him was when I went to his house. That's not truth, Joanna. I record.
You're not calling me Joanna, right? You're saying Your Honor.
My accent is heavy.
It's fine. It's fine.
Thank you. I spoke with him the first time in my backyard when he got cut for me. And I sent a letter to record everything.
Okay, so now hold on one second. This is
Yes.
a letter that you sent to him August 31st. On a Saturday morning in June, I approached you on my right corner back when you were throwing trash onto my property. After you got caught in the act by me, you said you didn't know that was my property and that you will clean it up, and you offered your services as a tree care person, for a fee, of course. I told you that first I needed you to focus on cleaning up the whole area, and I kindly asked you to clean up the pile that was created by you throwing trash for a period of time into that specific corner, blah, 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 blah. Did you get this letter?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I assumed that when you got this letter, you went crazy and said, you're making this up, and you wrote her a letter back. Did any of that happen? Do you have the letter you wrote her back in response to this letter?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Stand up. Come over here. If you're going to do the talking, stand up. I can't hear you sitting in your chair in my courtroom.
Clean up my grass that I put in there, that
So
I
you
told
didn't
her.
clean up any of the garbage. You cleaned up
Which is-
grass.
Yes, it wasn't mine.
Did
I
you
told her.
move your wheelbarrow and all that stuff?
It's still there because it's on my neighbor's property.
And your neighbor hasn't made you move it?
No, he lets me use it, and then I also
The fact
have
that it's still there is kind of indicative that the neighbor's not objecting to him having it.
The defendant says, not my stuff. Let's listen.
Yeah, we did, but we didn't really. We were like, oh my gosh, she's making this up. We don't know why she's doing this. So we're like, whatever.
Right,
And then,
except that, let me just
we
explain to you
didn't
that
wanna-
that's one of the things judges look for
Yeah.
when they're deciding a year and a half later who's telling the truth, and that's silence in the face of such an accusation. That is relevant to me, because if this is wholly made up, you wouldn't stay silent. I know that she says you talked to her and said, I'll clean it up. The police say, right? The police say that you told them, you know what, I'll clean it up to keep the peace. We're not talking about some massive cleanup. We're talking about a little corner. If you told everybody you'd clean it up, why am I here?
I did clean it up.
Yeah.
What did you clean up? Because she
I
had to pay
have,
somebody $1,000 to get it cleaned up. So what did you clean up?
I have a picture that shows from my neighbor's side, that little corner she was complaining that I put that stuff on her property.
What did you clean up?
I did clean up my
That
grass
dirt
that
that was there in
I
the
put in
grass.
there, that
So
I
you
told
didn't
her.
clean up any of the garbage. You cleaned up
Which is,
grass.
yes, it wasn't mine.
Did
I
you
told
move
her.
your wheelbarrow and all that stuff?
It's still there because it's on my neighbor's property.
And your neighbor hasn't made you move it?
No, he lets me use it, and then I also
the
have
fact that it's still there is kind of indicative that the neighbor's not objecting to him having it.
Yeah, it's still there. I
What
have
is this a picture of?
That's that corner that she was complaining that I supposed to clean around that trees.
Well, actually, I think this is before it, if this is her fence. Let me ask you a question. The pictures that you are showing me you took recently,
The garbage was before I cleaned.
when was this picture taken? After you paid somebody to clean or before you paid somebody to clean? Is that an accurate representation of the garbage that you say he left behind? Or has the garbage already been cleaned up at that point?
Okay. When I took this
Can you
picture,
point in his picture to where the garbage is?
under all this. See, in that picture, you couldn't see it because he took it from his property. But
Right.
in my property, I can take all the
Because
pictures I want.
what is it you're saying? That this is elevated higher
Yes.
than your property?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is from his house, from here. And I can take the pictures all the way over here because it's my property.
So you paid somebody to clean it up, and then you put a fence further back, right? So that that's your property and he can't come in there anymore.
To feel safe. Yes,
right.
Joanna.
So you did put the fence where the tree line is.
Yes.
The wood fence. You constructed the wood fence with the tree. So you're not having any more problems, right?
No.
Okay. Let me see the receipts from the people that cleaned it up and see what job they did. Do you have any written responses from him regarding this
Yes.
ongoing issue?
I had the letter from the lawyer, and this is his answer. He answered on May 22nd, and he sent the same answer on May 27th.
Okay. Let me see that. And then that's the only thing. You don't have any letters from him to you personally or anything? Or
No.
emails from, okay.
No, nothing.
Okay, in the letter to the lawyer, where the lawyer says, I'm representing her and I'm going to sue you, you said you'd clean it up, you told her you'd clean it up, you told the police you'd clean it up, You respond, she threw the garbage there and I have children, so I put grass on top of it. You don't really think she threw garbage there, right? You see her going nuts over the garbage there. Do you seriously think she threw garbage there?
It was there.
No, but do you think she threw garbage there?
Whose case is garbage? Will the plaintiff get $1,129? Milian rules next. A bankruptcy scam?
She had $5,000 of your dollars and you swore to a federal judge that you didn't have any assets?
And she didn't pay me back.
You know that what he's doing is wrong. You're not that saintly, so why are you doing that?
Next, People's Court.
Reasonable, but they live next door to each other and they get really petty. Why do neighbors get so petty?
I think neighbors get petty because they don't like each other because we have to live near them, and that's not fun.
Okay, that's one theory. What else?
I think it's because they get sick of seeing each other too much.
Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to test you guys. There's an old saying about homes and what a home is to somebody. What's the saying? Because that's going to... No, not... No.
Home is...
Okay.
Castle.
Okay, what is it?
It's your castle.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Going inside the courtroom.
She is going crazy over the garbage there. Do you think she...
I don't know. I said the other stuff was there. I never put that there.
Do you have the receipts from the cleanup?
Yeah, here's a receipt from the Home Depot that she sent it to us, and she
Say it
said
again.
the receipt from the Home Depot
That
from
she sent
her,
to you
that
when?
she sent it to us June 18th this year.
Okay.
She also rented a dumpster of 15 yard, and I don't think there's even like enough garbage in there.
Yeah.
like,
Why
for-
did you rent a dumpster?
I had different plans. I was trying first to dump everything. I thought was...
Did you put other stuff in the dumpster besides this problem?
I put the fence. I take it
Okay,
out from there.
got it.
Why we couldn't see the things right away is because my property line has the chicken fence, and then it's the wall fence like 3 feet away in between. When we had the storm 2 or 3 years ago in Connecticut,
You know what? I'm good. Here's how I feel about it. It's her property. I believe you were caught putting stuff on the property, and I am not willing to split the kind of hairs you want me to split to assume someone else dumped other things there if you're the only person who's ever been caught dumping things there. So I'm going to order you to pay for the cleanup, and I'm going to order you to pay for the Home Depot receipt. Wait a minute. Fence and tools. What, the Home Depot receipt includes the fence?
and trash bags.
Hold on, hold on. The trash bags I understand, but the fence?
Yes.
Hold everything. Oh, I got it. So I'm going to order you to pay for the cleanup, which was the $650, and I'm going to order you to pay the portion of the Home Depot bill that is related to the cleanup. I am not going to make you order you to pay the portion that is not related to cleanup, that's related to building a fence, and I am not going to order you to pay for the dumpster because I think that was necessary because of the fence anyway. And therefore, I find a judgment in this case in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $687.03. Good luck, folks.
thank you.
He's not paying for the dumpster or the fence, but he's paying for everything else. Here's the defendant who loses his case. What's your thought?
I don't know. She just look for money. That's all.
No, you know.
Why would she go to our neighbor house first and blame him first? And then he told her off, and then she came to us.
So she's
I
just
mean,
looking for somebody to
and
blame.
renting a 15-yard